CK Moxey here, and today I want to talk to you about the process of buying real estate in the Bahamas. So when you're buying real estate anywhere in the world, you have two options for purchasing that real estate, whether financed or whether with cash. So that's one of the things you'd have to take into account first, obviously. Prior to actually going to purchase real estate, if you're buying finance, you should get pre-approved from your financial institution so you know what you're approved for. So when you're shopping, you're actually shopping within your budget and you actually know what your budget is. So, starting the process of buying real estate in the Bahamas. The first thing you would want to do is find a real estate agent, which is a real licensed real estate agent that you can work with, who understands the intricacies of the Bahamian marketplace, who understands the legal aspects behind doing a real estate transaction in the Bahamas, and who's going to guide you properly as you look to find that ideal piece of paradise in paradise, as well as present proper offers on that property and get you the best bang for your buck. So you find yourself a real licensed real estate agent, which I am. You go through the process of finding that ideal piece of paradise in paradise. They find it for you, they give you their insights on the market and what they feel that the value for that property is and what you should present as a decent offer. Present your offer, you go through negotiations, you work with someone that clearly knows how to negotiate properly on your behalf. They help you negotiate for the property. You sign a letter of intent, which is a non-binding agreement that just spells out the terms of a real estate transaction. Then you take that letter of intent to your attorney and you go from there. So when you're doing real estate transactions in the Bahamas, you may already have an attorney that you're working with. If you're familiar with the market, you have to use a Bahamian legal professional that works over here. But if you're not already familiar with the market and you don't have an attorney, obviously your real estate agent would recommend one of their highly skilled attorneys to you to work with you and ensure that the process is smooth and seamless from end to end. That attorney then would take that letter of intent. They would begin preparing all the legal documents, all the draft legal documents. They would present those to you. You would be able to review them and then you would progress from there. So they'll do everything from your legal documentation, drafting, your title searches, and all the various elements you need legally to get you from seeing that property, making an offer, having that offer accepted, signing a sales agreement, which would make you actually be under contract at that point, and then from there you would go on to your final closing. So the only other thing I would note, if you are a Bahamian, that's essentially the process that you have right there in terms of going through those processes legally and then having your money in place with your financial institution or cash. But if you are an international buyer, you will have to go through one more process, which involves the Bahamas Investment Authority. And with the Bahamas Investment Authority, they pretty much just ensure that the people investing in our country are, legitimate business people, and that, they go through a process of having their self-approved prior to being able to purchase real estate in the Bahamas. So if it's your first purchase, pretty much what you're going to do there is just get a permit. I mean, they hardly reject anyone for the permit unless you're just someone that should be purchasing real estate in the Bahamas, which I know all of you are people who should be purchasing real estate in the Bahamas. And then also, it could not be your second purchase, it could be your first purchase, but if it's over 4 acres of continuous land, they are going to have you go through that process as well. So I'm going to do another video probably detailing more about the Bahamas Investment Authority, but that's the gist of it there for you. So pretty much the process of you buying your property is finding the property, connecting with a great real estate agent that can help you negotiate on the property, making your offer, getting in front of the lawyers, having them do their legal magic, and then you own your piece of paradise in paradise. So I hope this video was helpful to you, as a lot of people want to know the process of getting involved in the Bahamas and actually investing in the Bahamas for real estate. And yeah, if you're looking to invest in real estate, feel free to hit me up or share this video with anyone you think can find it useful as well.